This is a personal account on visiting Brčko and meeting its humans. Nothing more and nothing less. So let's listen to the humans and their stories, regardless of ethnicities. Oh, and now we know how it is pronounced.
My mother was really down because he said, go outside to play. And I said, no, mom, it's grenading.
It's good, people are not shooting, so you have to be happy.
Every ethnicity, every country has good and bad people.
If you make good ideas put in their mind, it will grow up and the world will be changed.
And the youth does want to change.
Dobar dan, Strabo from Bosnia and Herzegovina. It is day 49 of our journey from Germany to Australia, and we are already in a new country.
So let's start exploring by asking you a question. How many presidents does your country have? Well, I know about Germany, we have one president. Here, things are a little bit different. They have 3 presidents. One Bosniak, one Serb, and one Croat. And this is a direct result of the war that took place here between 92 and 95. Ever since, the country is divided in 2 entities. But then there's a third part that is kind of part of the entities and kind of not. It has its own police, its own government, and its own educational system. It's considered the only free city of Europe. Welcome to Brčko. Dobar dan! Kako ste? Met the first people here in Brčko. We decided to come to Brčko because... Hang on. We're trying to make a video about Brčko. and the story. And the history.
What this is?
Partizan.
Yeah.
Okay, from... okay.
From the Second World War.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Name on YouTube channel. Okay.
You found it? Okay.
You are from Brčko?
Yes.
Okay. How do you like it? How's life here?
Very good.
Oh, is this your class?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
which one are you?
Here.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, you graduated
Yes.
recently?
Yes. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Nice. Wow, so before even telling you about the place, we already met the first nice people from Brčko. So we wanted to tell you why we came here. We heard that Brčko is kind of a mini Bosnia and Herzegovina in itself, because all the 3 ethnicities are living here and they try to establish a life all together with the conjoined educational system and police and government, not like the other 2 entities, which is 99% of the country basically. So Brčko is kind of in between these 2 entities, and we want to meet some people here and see how life is here. English? Yes. Yes. Sure. Sure. Are you from Brčko?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Voilà. Voilà.
It's okay, let me try. Voilà.
Okay. Thank you.
Here you can have.
No.
No.
Thank you so much.
You are so nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we want to go around in the city and tell the story of the city a little bit, meet people, and see how life is here.
That's good.
How do you like it living in Brčko?
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, boring.
Boring? Okay.
Yes,
okay.
it's a beautiful place
Uh-huh.
for live.
Where would you like to live? If you say Brčko is boring, maybe Sarajevo? Or other city? Or
Deutschland.
Deutschland.
Deutschland. But it's good here.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Wow. can definitely say the youth of Brčko is amazing.
That was very cute. So we were sitting and trying to make a video, and then these two young people actually shouted at us, said like, yeah, come here, come here, come here, and yeah, we wanted to know whether we have a YouTube channel, and well,
and they insisted on giving us their crisps.
Very, 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 very nice. Yeah, I can only imagine how difficult it is to live here with all the strains from the past. Actually, this is what we're trying to figure out today. How is the young generation feeling about it? Because they are not affected by the war anymore, only by the memories of their parents. And well, let's see how many strains there actually are.
So the idea of Brčko is that it serves as an example of how a government could build containing all of the three ethnicities.
Yes, actually, the mayor is from one ethnicity, the deputy mayor from another, and the third one is the speaker of the assembly from the other ethnicity. So yeah, you have all three ethnicities in the political system of Brčko.
And they rotate every few years, so they switch roles basically every I think 3 years, and we are here seeing a fine example. Yeah, if it's working or not, you can judge for yourself. So this is a stadium they wanted to build for 60,000 people, a football stadium. The idea was that all nations, Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Croatia come here together to play friendly matches, and it's going to be a place of peace and unity. But then what happened, the rotation in the government took place and interests were different after one period, but unfortunately the stadium was never finished. Okay, I think there was much work still to be done until a stadium of 60,000 people is finished here. But they're still working on something here. And here's the first mosque we see on our stroll through the city. Actually,
someone is painting it.
Someone is painting it. We arrived yesterday to Brčko and we already talked to some people, and they told us that we apparently stay in the Muslim neighborhood of the city. So people live together here, but still people know which neighborhood belongs to one ethnicity or the other.
And we actually asked whether we as foreigners can make out the difference, and they said no, not really. I mean, I can see in the village if there is only one mosque, I can assume it's a Bosniak village, but in cities we will not be able to make out the difference.
By the way guys, today they expect 34 or 35 degrees. It's not even 12 AM and we're already sweaty, so apologies for being sweaty throughout the whole video. And also we heard that there's a mosquito plague. We not only heard it, we felt it already. There's so many mosquitoes. So if you're wondering, like, we don't have a rash from that hostel in Belgrade, it's just the mosquitoes that are literally eating us alive.
So you can see two bridges. One bridge here and one bridge here. They are not the original ones anymore. They got destroyed, but the original ones date back from the Ottoman Empire. Actually, Bosnia and Herzegovina was under the Ottoman Empire for, I think, almost 400 years. And in the Ottoman Empire, men and women were not allowed to go on the bridge on their, on their own. They had to go separated, so that's why there is a female and a male bridge. Dennis, we're not allowed to be here on the same bridge.
Oh, because we're female and male. People are so excited about us filming the city. I can't believe it. I was just here and the lady over there asked us, hey, what are you doing? Like, is it for Instagram or whatever? I will follow you. Thank you so much for filming the city.
Oh, she asked you?
Yeah, she did. She passed you, right?
Yeah, she passed me. And since I'm still a little shy when it comes to filming, I had really problems because she was staring at me and I was like, yeah. So this is not the video you probably see in the video. I had to do another one because I was too shy.
We're still beginners, but we're doing our best. So let us give you another example of how the three ethnicities are living together here and how administrative decisions work or work not. They wanted to build a memorial for the victims of the war between 92 and 95, but the three ethnicities couldn't agree on one memorial. So they have this one here. And this memorial is for the Bosniaks who died in the war. You can see the flag of Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I assume that's the flag that somehow belongs to the Bosniak ethnicity. And if we go 50 meters in this direction, you have another war memorial. So here, as you can tell from the flag, this is the war memorial for the Croats that died in the war. In very, very close vicinity to Teresa and to the Bosnian War Memorial. But things, of course, wouldn't be fair if the third ethnicity here also had a memorial, and they actually do. Let's check that out. So here, after 1 minute more of walking, you have the third war memorial, and this is the war memorial for the Serbs who died in the war.
So we have now seen the three memorials, but Brčko would not be Brčko if there would not be a fourth memorial, which is actually for civilians.
So again, to give you an idea, the Serb memorial over there, the Bosniak and the Croat memorial over there, and let's check out the fourth one, which is right here. Some war memorial number 4. Oh, it even says something in English. Let me put that aside. The monument dedicated to the civilian victims of wars in the Brčko district of Bosnia and Herzegovina in times of suffering in the years 39 to 45 and the war between 92 and 95.
Second World War and Bosnian War.
So this memorial we heard, because some friends told us about it, was recently opened or recently built, and he basically said no one really cares about this one because every ethnicity has its own war memorial, and this is just an attempt to kind of unite the three ethnicities in one memorial here.
Let's go over there.
So we have already seen a mosque in the Muslim part of the city, and over here there's a Catholic church. So I assume, I don't know, but I assume that here could be the Croat part, or one Croat part. Whoop. Oh, almost car crash. Of the city. So while we're walking through the park, let me guys tell you where we are heading to. We're going to a neighborhood that is called Ash, and people told us it's like a more rougher neighborhood. The normal people live there, the worker class lives there. A visitor or a tourist would never go there usually. And we're going there because we will meet some people from an NGO that is working here. It's called Svitac, and they work with children in Brčko. They are involved in peacemaking. They try to bring the ethnicities together and not only do peacemaking between the younger generation but also their parents' generation. And they invited us to visit them, and they will tell you a little bit more about their project and about life here in Brčko, especially with young people. So yeah, we're going there, maybe have lunch with them and see what they can tell us. So guys, we've come to this place to have some lunch. We are together with Milos, who is one of the coordinators at Svitac, at the youth organization I told you about, with some volunteers. So we're going to have lunch now. It looks delicious, and afterwards we ask them some questions and see how life is here in Brčko. Enjoy, guys!
In our room, that's opportunities to make some theater workshops or some music.
Nice.
Yeah, usually young people from town, they play some instruments here.
So we're sitting down here. The lovely guys from Svitac invited us to tell us a little bit about the project, about life here in Brčko. So we're with a lot of volunteers here and some coordinators from all around the world, basically. And yeah, we were invited to ask them some questions. So maybe you can give us just, you know, an idea of what Svitac is about.
Yeah, so I'm Dina, obviously, and we work in Brčko's NGO in a field of non-formal education and peace building. It looks like a kindergarten at first, but it's okay. It's like little kids learning something, but actually we also bring their parents together who wouldn't meet in like real life because they like keep in their like circles, but they come here every day at the same time, and at some point they start to talk together and like get to know each other better, and they hang out, and then they start like going to see each other at home, and that's like this like peace building agenda that we have, but it's like not directly, but like a bit hidden, let's say.
And what would you say is like the biggest challenge working here?
The biggest challenge, I think, is to bring people to forget about their nationality and just to work as one unit, just as a young person in Europe, and not think about identity and like background and who is who and what is what. I think that's very important.
She already said that Brčko is still divided. We would like to hear your opinion. So how do you see it as, let's say, a neutral person from abroad?
I think, yeah, you can feel it still. I mean, there are the parts in the city like where just the Serbs living, where just Muslims living, and we are trying here to be like a neutral space. But often you can see like the kids having a bracelet where you know they are Serbs or Orthodox, and so you can feel it still, I think so. Yeah.
You mentioned a nice story yesterday that there was a father of someone who at first didn't want to send their kids. Can you tell that story once again?
They didn't want to send kids because some of staff was like Serb, and he said like he doesn't want to send them. But later, I don't know how, but we encouraged them to join with us. Then now they accepted. And in the end of the project, a few weeks later, he came here and he just hugged me and he said like, if you need any help in Sarajevo, just contact me.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, and I found him on Facebook. Actually, he added me because he wanted to research who am I. Then I saw that before he always posts something about nationalism, but now he doesn't have that.
If you think of Brčko, is this a way how the entire country could be set up? because Brčko, as far as I read, is kind of like a role model of how the whole country could be working.
That was at the beginning the main idea, that this is like a role model for other parts of the country.
Like an experiment, kind of.
It was very cool at the beginning. It was like with huge prosper, but at some point it like started to go down because, as I said, people are leaving the country, and Brčko as well, and people allowed politicians to play a huge part in their lives. We had floods in 2014. It was like really horrible, and everybody was helping each other, like no matter who you are. And then at some point, like after 2 or 3 days, there's like a local guy with his car who is in charge for some like department, and then he says to a person like, why do you help your neighbor, he's a Muslim or like Serb? And these people divide people who basically want to live together, you know. That's why I think it's not possible anymore for Brčko to be this like role model. Here is like a saying, it's good, people are not shooting, so you have to be happy because we live now in peace. But I think we can have better life, all of us.
You personally were not affected by the war. You are affected that your parents, your grandparents, your relatives probably tell you about this time, but you are not affected personally by yourself. So do you think the youth, the younger generation, can actually change it?
So I can say, like, from my perspective, how is it kind of like in my family? So my parents like don't really have this like big agenda about like ethnicities, but like my grandparents, and they try. So like, oh yeah, be careful or something. But what I have learned, thankfully, with my own realization, that every ethnicity, every country has good and bad people. I'm mainly making my own decisions by my own ground, and I think a lot of youth is doing that as well today, which, as I said, is like a great improvement for the future.
We don't want to make mistakes, our father, our parents, because of that. If you make this mistake again, it will go a long time. It's going to bad. Working with kids is they don't have any idea of that. If you make a good ideas put in their mind, it will grow up and the world will be changed.
Since we are a travel channel, the idea was to show the countries and the people we meet to other people that maybe not have the idea to travel to these countries we are traveling to. So do you, like any of you, have a message for people why they should visit Brčko or Bosnia in general?
I can say that like Brčko in general is a really special place. It's my hometown, that's why I love it. And also like the one place where you really meet all the ethnicities and you see like people going out and everything. And the youth does want to change. So that's at least one step forward. And I think for anyone that comes here, they'll actually enjoy it. It's like a small city, but it has everything that you actually need for like a small trip.
I just hope like that people will live their lives no matter of politics, because when you see the whole world has huge issues at the moment, so if we would all clean in front of our little houses, it would be like a perfect world, you know. So
thank you so much.
I think that was lovely, like last words.
Lovely, famous last words.
So these were the lovely humans at Svitac. If you guys want to learn more about their work, or you want to get involved, or you think of visiting Brčko, you need to contact anything, we put all their contacts below in the description, so you can hit them up. That's basically what we did. We just sent them an email and they invited us. So yeah, just get informed if you want to get involved. And now we're meeting another legend of the town, Brčko. How are you, mate?
What's up? What's up?
Good. We just spent some time with people at Svitac. So we met Brčko. He's one of the guys who's also living in Brčko, and we met him actually yesterday already. And you also play in a band.
Yeah, I also play a band where it's Svitac, basically. In youth center we have Dushman, which is like ethno, folk, pop, rock, funky, sexy music.
Sexy music.
A drummer like this guy, but I think he's better than me. He looks healthier.
Oh,
wait.
I'm retired with drumming.
I'm just retarded.
We need a little break from the mosquito bites, and then we are going to the bridge and try to cross the border. By the way, guys, the music that I'm using in this video is by Brčko and his bandmate and his band. So, yeah, I will leave the description. You can check them out if you want to. Brčko, I have one more question. What is your favorite place here in the town?
My house.
Your house. Nice. Why?
I like my house. I don't know. I'm so connected that I don't know why. We lived here on occasion. Like you come here for a little bit and then the war again erupts and then you go to Serbia or to Bijeljina, then you come back and then you go. And once my mother was really down because he said, Brčko, go outside to play. And I said, no, mom, it's grenading. I will not go there.
That's the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mansion.
Yeah.
The mansion. The famous Brčko mansion.
Yeah, that is what I like.
Oh, what a beautiful garden, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I see why it's your favorite place in the city.
Yeah,
I totally see it.
My mom likes
The flowers.
everything.
Yeah.
It's here. Come. Oh, they're not home. So, yeah, it's
Measures here.
I think this is typical Bosnian house.
Typical Bosnian house.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I love the old radio.
Yeah, that's from my father's house from Croatia. He sold it and it was the only thing that he kept.
Ah, okay.
So this is from Yugoslavian times.
Yeah. It's really old. Really
Yeah.
But I think it works. This, but here it's real ones.
That's the real one. I can't even.
And you go this.
Oh geez.
This. Opa, bravo. Don't go too hard because you can have tendonitis.
Yeah.
But,
I did one.
That's it.
That's it.
Come on, man. You look so fit, man. But opa.
He looks, but he isn't.
Look at her.
Oh my God.
He looks, but he isn't.
I was joking.
Wow.
Now it's your turn.
No, I can't.
Now it's your turn.
Come on, people. Jews must be fit. Come on. Hey, you must do this. At least two.
See, you're fit too. You
You're fit.
said you're not
I
fit.
know I'm fit. I'm just joking.
So we've come back to the city bridge actually. We want to cross the border now. Behind me you see it. We're on the edge of Bosnia basically. On the other side of the Sava river is Croatia. So we brought our passports and we will try to cross it now and visit the bridge. Thank you so much for showing us your house and taking us around.
If you come back to Bosnia, you can be at my place.
Thank
Awesome,
you so
thank
much.
you so much, man.
Warum ich hier nach Kroatien rüber will, ist, weil wir ja, hat er uns einen Stempel gegeben?
Wir haben einen Stempel bekommen. Ja. That was very neat. The officer was really nice. He also spoke German. He was like, "Why do you speak English to us? To me? Why? We can also speak German." He was like, "Hey, so what are you doing in Bosnia? Oh, okay, you want to just see the bridge? Okay, all good. Yeah, have a lovely time." Really good guy. I was just a bit afraid to film it because, you know, it's an international border, and even between the European Union and outside of the European Union. So yeah, you never know with authorities.
He probably would have said no, please don't film, but he was really nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really afraid of borders. I had so many bad experiences. I'm always a bit nervous entering another country. But yeah, that was just cute.
Really, really lovely guy.
So we are officially on no man's land now.
True, yeah. And this is the Sava River that divides Bosnia and Herzegovina from Croatia.
And unfortunately, it's very dirty.
It's very dirty, that's true.
He even said, the policeman said, you can walk there, but please don't jump.
Yeah, true. Please don't jump. Here, a view onto Brčko and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And if I just turn around and walk a few meters, you know, you see people actually crossing the border walking. Just a few meters here, the European Union begins. And Republika Srpska. I want to guys tell you why this is a very sad place that is connected to the history of Brčko. It was 30th April of 1992. The war had just broken out and the people on both sides were eagerly waiting for the curfew to be dropped. Usually the curfew was ending around 5 AM in the morning. So it was 5 AM and people started to access the bridge. More than 100 people from all ethnicities wanted to cross the bridge to one side or the other. And all of a sudden, a big blast struck this bridge and the bridge was blown away, deliberately blown away, while more than 100 people were on the bridge. More than 100 people died. And it's also really hard to identify the people because the bodies were basically blown into the Sava River and were flowing down and were gone forever. And the sad thing about it, no one until today was held responsible for this act. And you might have heard of big atrocities in the war, such as Srebrenica, but there were many smaller incidents like this. This incident is referred to as Bridge Massacre, and it cost more than 100 people's lives here in Brčko, where I'm standing right now between Croatia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Hallo, müssen Sie nochmal die Pässe sehen oder nicht?
Okay.
Okay? Okay.
Okay, danke.
Danke. Schönen
Ciao.
Tag. Finishing the crisps.
I have a talent of catching him in the best moments.
Oh, come on! It's so hard. Wow, what a long and interesting day. We met so many nice humans and saw so many places. We had to change now, take a shower, and because we're so sweaty and the mosquitoes were eating us alive, as I said, so long clothes are now. We're going to have dinner now. We're basically waiting for dinner. And this time we think not us should have the last words of the video, but some other really amazing people. So I hope you guys liked Brčko and the people here, and to learn about the history of this beautiful place. We actually got back to the people because they have one more message, very important message for you.
Save human!
Every ethnicity, every country has good and bad people.